So evacuation isn't the first thing that people should do. Evacuation is a tool that civil defence use in order to respond to an emergency event. So based on the event of the time and the dynamics in the situation, we will advise communities, we'll stay in touch with them and keep them informed on whether we think that they should evacuate or not. However, quite often it can be a last resort a piece of advice that we would provide communities. So people will have to evacuate according to the event itself. So as civil defence, we would keep a close watch on the proceedings of that event, and then from there we would advise accordingly. So people can choose to self-evacuate if they don't feel safe. However, if we feel that people do need to evacuate, then we'll advise that according to the information that we'll get. So they may be partial, where it'll be phased out, or we might advise people to totally evacuate, in which it's essentially moving right out of the region as a total evacuation.
One of the things with a volcanic eruption is that it's a whole bunch of different processes that can occur simultaneously or in a sequence. And the different processes that are occurring at different stages of the eruption require different emergency management responses or different actions from us as individuals.
Yeah, so we try to work as closely as possible with scientists in order for us to best be informed on what the potential scenarios might be should Maunga Taranaki erupt. But at the end of the day, because of the dynamic nature of an eruption, it's very hard for us to actually predict should that natural hazard or emergency event occur, exactly what's going to happen. So that's why we go back to our communities and we tell them to be as prepared as possible for the worst case scenario if they can, as well as a range of scenarios during those emergency events or during an eruption. Our job is to keep ourselves as informed as possible and then relay that information to the communities in order for them to be informed on what they need to do in order to keep themselves and their properties safe.